Welcome to the first episode of Let's Get Practical. My name is Monica and I'll be your host. Today, I just decided I would record my very first episode. And I'm actually sitting in my car waiting for my kids. I'm actually picking them up in about 15 minutes. And I just really needed this constraint. I needed to just get started. I've been wanting to do a podcast for the past maybe 2 years. And I don't know, just something about, okay, I need to get a little bit more prepared, a little more ready. I need to figure out my niche. I need to figure out how to do this well. And I just knew that, I would just keep procrastinating and waiting and waiting. And I think the little nudge that I needed, a little push came from the wonderful community Night Owl Nation led by Sunny. And thank you so much, Sun, and this wonderful community for the little push, gentle push that I needed to get started. It's not about having the perfect year. I mean, in fact, I have the worst conditions. You probably hear the cars going by. Um, and yeah, I just wanted to just have a very low bar. I wanted to set a very low bar so that later when I record my episode 20, I could look back and see how much I've grown. Thank you for joining me in this, I don't know, adventure project where I just wanted to focus on the little things that make a difference in our lives. And there's so many things that, aim to be life-changing. And I noticed that for me, like there are like very little things that just make my life just a little bit easier, just a little bit um I don't know, like lighter. So just wanted to share those things. I might try inviting people that I know who can help with their tips. I'm also going to do a few of these like monologues. But yeah, welcome to any suggestions that you may have. You can follow me on Twitter at Monica Lim Co. I would love to connect with you on Twitter. So today, just to share a little bit about myself, I was based in Seoul, South Korea, and I recently moved to Houston, Texas. And it's been actually about a month. I flew in through the Dallas airport. And yeah, I just wanted to share my journey of just the past month coming to a new country, a new city, moving my kids to a new school, and letting you know, like, what were some of the things that made the most difference. Um, there's a saying somebody told me like a long time ago that if you are in the US, the best thing you can do is you should have a lawyer friend, a doctor friend, and a car mechanic friend. Because those were some of the like, I don't know, like the most difficult to navigate, maybe the most expensive. And for us, I think for before coming to the States, um, the biggest thing that made the most difference was finding the right realtor. So I have a good friend of mine who is a realtor in Austin, Texas, and she recommended me somebody that she knew in the Houston area. And I think everything started from finding a good home, like finding a good base, because everything, like schools, like your neighborhood, like everything, I think stems from that first decision, your home. So we got really lucky to find a home and in a neighborhood that seemed very safe. I learned about, I don't know, like crime rates. So we looked at like police crime rate, websites where they have like a color shaded map of the different districts and counties in the Houston area. So we got lucky to find a home that seemed pretty decent, and we were looking for the home while we were in Korea. So our realtor was really nice to just do like a video walkthrough, and our landlord is wonderful. So we just got really lucky with that. So even if like it took a lot of energy for us to go through the listings, and for some reason, I just kept waiting and waiting for a good home. because I knew that this would be, I think, one of the most important decisions. Um, Once you have your home, I think like we're a month out of, we've been living in Texas for about a month, and I think we're very happy. I'm very happy, and it's all, I think, really because of this home decision. Once you have the home, of course, you get assigned to a public school. So we're deciding whether to do public, Montessori, all of these other options that were like not only more pricey, but what would be the best decision for our kids. And we finally decided that, um, Katy, which is like the area where we're in, is known for good public schools. Let's just give it a try. So that's what we did. And I think we're also very happy with our school. Um, as soon as we came, I think another decision that we had was, okay, when do we start sending our kids to school? And um, I think uh, what we did, and I'm pretty happy we made that choice, is that we we got the kids going to school almost right away. My kids don't speak English. I knew that they would have a language barrier, but I almost didn't want them to get too comfortable in like not going to school. And I didn't want them to think of that as an option. So it was almost like right away they took their ESL sort of placement test, and then we sent them right away. Um, that was also a very good decision that we made. And I think for me, I'm very like, if I go to a new place, I'm a very, very like active, uh, like almost a hunter mindset person where I'm just going around like looking for what's out there, like searching things, testing, trying. And what I did for the past few weeks was to just really like do whatever I could to get involved at my kids' school. And I volunteered a lot. I was one day like, this happened because I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I was like an entire day at school teaching like third graders about how, like, money flowed in, like within a city through like buildings and all this different things. And that was sort of a new thing for me that I did not expect. Um, and another thing that I did was to just really get to know other moms. I want to get to know other moms and get to know um, what some programs were available for kids and what was going on. And I think that was also a very useful way to get involved and learn about programs. Through other moms, we'll learn about the YMCA, which was a wonderful place where, for almost like half the price of a nice gym, you get to like, um, yeah, just have like group exercise classes. I was looking into like F45, like Pilates classes, and I found this like very reasonably priced, all-inclusive type of gym. And they had not only all of those like, like facilities, but they also had like childcare like service where they can look after your kids while you are working out. Um, what else? There are like so many things that other things that we were um that I did. And it's like 4 weeks flew by. Um, I posted also on Twitter, like, I'm moving to Houston. Like, what is there to do? Like, what are your favorite places? And it's really interesting to see like what other people who know the city very well, what do they like? Um, what else did I do that really I think made a big difference? So once you have the home, you have like your school, you get to know like your school sort of infrastructure and the community within your school. We were spending a few weekends just looking for a church. And for me, like having a community, like my faith community, where I can serve, where I can learn, that's like really important for me. And um, I didn't like the first church that we went to, and again, just giving yourself time not to decide right away. I think that's also really good advice that you don't have to go to the first church that you go to. It's okay to take your time. It's okay not to commit to the first gym that you see. And even though you can switch, of course, later, but I found this one church, and through this church, and I my son really likes soccer, so he just attended one of the soccer practices, and I met one of the moms who this is like I mean this is really interesting because like one of my son's um like this other kid who was on third grade, um my son is in third grade, and like who was in third grade was I don't know if you remember, I said that I volunteered, I was teaching this third graders. So I met this one kid that is not in my son's grade, it's in a different grade, but he had seen me all day, kind of like explaining things and like being a substitute teacher for a day. And then because he had seen me, he had, I think, told his mom about me. And when I went to this soccer practice at church, he happened to be also at this same church. And his mom and I we were talking about school, and then this mom just happened to be one of those like super connectors. Like there are people who knows everybody. There are also people that I call super connectors that just connect you to everybody. And I think you just need to like know one or two of these super connectors. And I just got really lucky because I found her at my church. And she just like connected me to this like mom's community at the school. She connected me to this other community of like third graders at the church and all of these different communities. And yeah, it's been like 4 weeks, but I feel that I'm already like plugged in, and I feel that I'm sort of um yeah, just I'm not starting from zero anymore. I was about a month ago, and I could have if I just kind of like I don't know, if I stayed really passively just waiting for things to happen, it would be maybe like, level 10, like okay, I'm getting used to the weather, getting used to this city. But I feel like I'm already level like 50. Like I know people, like I know who to ask for things, or who to ask for advice, or who to ask for recommendations for different things. And um yeah. Uh so those were like some of the things that I found really helpful. And um it's about time that I go pick up my kids. So I'm gonna wrap here, but I'm so happy that I got to record my first episode, and I hope that you tune in for more. But again, I'm experimenting. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to be about, but I want to focus on things that just are really practical, things that, um, like that you could apply to your lives, whatever you're doing. And I can't wait to record my second episode because it's going to be much better than this one. And I can't wait for to see this growth, and for you to follow me and to participate in this growth. So thank you, and I will see you in my next episode. If you want to connect with me, please follow me on Twitter at Monica Lim Co. I'm also on Instagram with the same handle, Monica Lim Co. Say hi, follow me, and um, see you soon.